All right, let's do this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another fun edition of Uper Farmer Cigar River Talks. Back in the river today. Isn't it great? Nice. Been actually insanely hot the last week. I got to beat some of the heat. We're going to talk about that today. But I said, what the hell? Let's go back out on the river. What are we smoking? What are we drinking? We have from the, you can see that or not, Royal Connecticut. Their 20th anniversary. Look at that. Sereno. Well, yeah, it's not a cigar I picked out. It is one that came with one of those sample packs I get. I really do enjoy those just because it gives you different cigars and the place I get them from. You actually get some really good ones, so really enjoying this. Next from Oddside, Beer Me, lemon lime American lager. Sounded kind of fun. I also wanted to grab a patriotic one because this is on the heels of the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to all of you. I hope you all have 10 fingers. I basically do. We're not incident free though. One of the mortars we lit, they use cannon fuse for mortars, and a piece of it broke off as it was burning, and shot up into my shorts, into the pant leg of my shorts. I now have a pretty sizable second-degree burn on my leg, on the inside of my thigh, so that's fun. I forgot. Use my hey cup. That's just so I don't accidentally, if I drop it, I don't have a bunch of broken glass in my river, because I don't like that. Keep your rivers clean, folks. Let's give this a try here. Ooh, wow, that is lemony limey. That's good. That is definitely, though, more in the range of a lemonade than anything. So anyway, as I said this last week, hotter than hot. People dying left, right, and backwards. But me and Fairy Dancer were able to survive it and dodge it, actually. So I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before. I think I have. Fairy Dancer, about 3 years ago, found a toad of mine marked Magic. Now, we play Magic the Gathering. She thought it was my old cards. Lo and behold, it was actually all the old Magic tricks I used to do when I was pre-teen to teen. I was really into it for a while, but then just kind of stopped. I didn't really have the want to do many performances. The tricks kind of felt a little campy. I didn't really have support from my parents, and yeah, I just kind of let it go. I did find one gentleman who was in one of the Magic guilds who wanted to sponsor me, but I think I was just too nervous or too stupid to take him up on the offer. So it all got packed up into a box. I still would practice Magic every now and then. Well, about, like I said, 3 years ago, Fairy Dancer found the box, got really interested in it. So I broke it open, I showed her some of the tricks, I showed her the books, showed her some of the secrets, and she instantly loved it. She became addicted to it. She loved performing. She did a lot of performances for the family. Well, we were doing our farmers market stuff when we realized that, or she realized, hey, I could set up a table, perform Magic for tips. And we told her, yeah, sure, if you want to do that, we will let you set up a table at the farmers market booth, and you can perform Magic for tips. It'd be a lot of fun. So after her first year of having a table, she absolutely loved it. It was not a burden. It was not I got to put on another show. I have to deal with these people. She loved every performance she did. And she would perform lots of really good tricks. She researched them. She studied them. So I decided to sign her up for one of the Magic societies. So we went with the Society of American Magicians. It's the same one Houdini was involved with. Um, and she was actually absolutely floored. I mean, she absolutely loved it. She loved being part of the group. She reads the magazines. She is on their monthly calls, and she participates in a lot of the online events. Well, lo and behold, they were talking. They have a national convention every year, and it's actually attended by people from throughout the world. So it's a worldwide convention, in my opinion, but they call it a national convention. Anyway, I digress. She finds out that they're having their national convention, and this year was going to be in Appleton, Wisconsin. Now, that is a drive for us, but it's well within range. Um, and she basically said, she's like, look, the next one is going to be in New Jersey. The last one was in Tennessee. The next one's going to be in, I guess, Tokyo, Japan. So she said, this is probably one of my only chances for a long time to get to see, or get to go to this convention. And so we did some talking, we did some planning, we did some prepping. We were able to afford to get her and me, because it was a 2-for-1 deal. You buy your child, or you buy your membership, your child comes for free type thing. We were able to get her signed up for the conference, for the national convention. So we spent almost a full week learning about magic, meeting magicians, making connections, talking to people. Plus, they do a special youth academy for these young kids, for these young magicians, to learn from world-class magicians. Come in and share their secrets with these kids. Absolutely amazing. I mean, the pure knowledge and information they got, and they were given hundreds of dollars of tricks and gimmicks, and the people shared with them. I mean, secrets of magic, right? Like big time secrets of magic. And it was amazing. It was amazing to see. It was an amazing conference. I learned a lot about magic, and I do understand it. We probably saw, I think, 5 or 6 shows while we were there. Not to mention a bunch of the presenters would talk and give a little performance before they presented. We bought a bunch of magic items and stuff for her show, but it was really interesting. I'm really glad we could pull it off. This meant a lot to her. I mean, she's still processing it, right? She probably will be for the next 2 weeks. But she's getting that energy. She wants to build up her street performance show. And now she also wants to start talking and doing preparations for doing live performances, so stage performances, scheduling birthdays and anniversaries and kids' parties, birthday parties, stuff like that. So it is just amazing to see her really light up. Every day was a treat. She was up at 6 a.m. She didn't go to bed till 10:30. I do believe she took pretty much full advantage of that conference, which was kind of my worry, is that she'd go and be kind of standoffish or a little bit shy, or not want to participate. Quite the opposite. She dove in head first, both feet, and just had an amazing time. Met some amazing people. And she gets to claim to fame. A part of it, Houdini, this conference falls on not the anniversary, excuse me. Houdini died 100 years ago. He died October 31st on Halloween. But he died 100 years ago, 1926. So in honor of him, the Society of American Magicians, SAM, S-A-M, decided to set the world record escape attempt. So it's called the Siberian Chain Escape, one of Houdini's famous escapes. And me, Fairy Dancer, and 300 other magicians got together at Houdini Plaza and performed the world's largest escape, chain escape. So really cool. Names go down in history. We broke a world record for the most amount of people to perform the Siberian chain escape in one time. I mean, absolutely amazing. We have certificates. We were in the news. You know, the news covered it and everything. Just so cool that we're able to do that. And it is unfortunate. I mean, magic currently is not the most in vogue. It is kind of a dying art, as they say. But hopefully, if they train these kids and kind of get some new energy into magic, we can start changing that. Because it is an awesome form of entertainment. To be entertained, to be... we saw magicians who tell stories, who give inspirational messages. Belle is actually working on building out a show that talks about religion. So using magic, but it teaches a religious lesson. Really cool stuff. So, really excited to see what she's going to do with that. I was absolutely over the moon. Excited that we were able to pull it off. It was not an easy thing to do. It took a lot of budgeting, a lot of planning. More than once we talked about maybe this wasn't going to happen. You know, there's a lot to that. There's travel, there's hotel, there's of course the cost of the convention itself. Not to mention you have to factor in eating out in a bigger city. Appleton is not cheap. So I'm just so excited that I was able to do this for my daughter, that I was able to pull it off, and that I was able to make it happen. That I was actually able to do this for her. So where do we go from that here? One, process and unpack, of course, because it was definitely a lift. It was definitely a big adventure. I don't believe Fairy Dancer has unpacked all of her luggage yet. I get to see if I came within budget. I think I did, just for my calculations and whatnot. But I do hope that Fairy Dancer is able to keep magic alive. I hope she does do wonderful things with it. I hope she performs. I hope she does, she tries to do birthday parties, anniversaries, go out there and really push herself to be better and to grow as a magician. She's got a lot of skill. A lot of the older magicians offered to mentor her, gave them their contact information, just contact me whenever. I will answer all sorts of questions, and she was invited to come join a magic academy, and the guy said, if the cost is prohibited, he's like, I'll work with you. They all said that Fairy Dancer just has a natural talent and a love for magic that they see in very few kids, and even very few performers. So really exciting. We'll see what happens. We'll see what she does next. Even if she ends up dropping it just like I did, I hope she packs all that magic stuff up in a box so that one day her child might be going through the storage and see a box labeled magic. Say, Mommy, what's that? And Mommy breaks it out and shows her some tricks, shows her some routines, does a little performance, and the child's eyes just light up. Go, wow, I want to do that. Because it really is something we can pass on from generation to generation. A lot of things you learn in magic can be used in other areas of your life. I used to use sleight of hand. I'd carry cards in my go bag when I worked on the ambulance. sat in my jump kit. So I was ready to go at a moment's notice, where if I needed to entertain a kid, or even some psych patients did not mind seeing some some magic tricks. And it also gives you the ability to go out there in front of people and perform, which is an amazing skill, to not have stage fright, to not be embarrassed around people. So yeah, even if she does drop it, I hope she doesn't, because she is really good. I will acknowledge what I heard all week, that she's got a natural ability for this. So I hope she runs with it. But if not, I wouldn't ever think of money wasted or time not well spent. I got to spend an amazing week with my daughter. She got to meet some amazing people and do some amazing things that, trust me, not a lot of people would ever be able to say they have done or will do. So, anyway, folks, I'm gonna go finish my cigar, enjoy my tasty beer. It's really growing on me. That lemon lime is quite tasty. And I'm gonna enjoy my river, because I don't get a chance to do it that often. So, anyway, folks, stay safe out there. We'll see you in the next one.